My name is Mpanzu Bamenga. I'm 32 years old. I'm born in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. I was named by my grandfather. His name was Mpanzu, which means fighter of the people. When I was young, just a baby, I had my first fight. And guess what? It was a fight with my bike. I had a tricycle given to me by my parents because I was still a child. But I had a brother. He was a little bit of a bully back then. And he was 6 years older. And my brother, you know what he did because he didn't have a bike? He removed both wheels and made a tricycle. He made it a bicycle. So right now, I couldn't buy it. Crying, Mom, look what my brother did. She held me and she said, son, if you want something, use everything you got and go for it. And I asked her, what do you mean use everything that I got? How will I know what I got? Well, by just doing it. Having the courage to fall and stand up. That's how you do it. So I took the bike again, started biking, down. Biking again, fell down. But eventually, I learned how to bike. And that moment, that feeling was fantastic. Like you said, passion. It was like a victory to me. A few years later, my mother came to Europe, together with my sister, my brother, and I, because she wanted a better future for us. My sister stayed in France, and me, my brother, and my mother, we came to the Netherlands. When we came here, my mother applied for asylum. And when she applied for asylum, this was denied, it was rejected. So we stayed as illegal migrants here in the Netherlands for a very, very long time. In that period, we couldn't work, couldn't study, we couldn't travel. Our future was very insecure. We didn't know what tomorrow will bring. But still, we had hope. Hope of a better tomorrow. We had hope, and we had the faith that everything will be okay. We had friends surrounding us, loving us, and that felt very good. Till that day, I still can remember it, when we received a letter. It was a letter stating that we need to leave the country within 8 weeks. We were devastated. We didn't know. We were afraid to be sent back to the country. And that moment, actually for the first time, I felt like the love was gone. Wrote a song. I wrote a song, and the song goes like this. My dreams are blown. I no longer want to carry on. My life is hard. I'm stepping on the danger zone. But as a man, I gotta handle the struggle. Do what I gotta do, but don't reach for a bottle. When trouble started building up, I no longer want to cry no more, cause I'm stuck. In the corner ain't no option. I'm heading one direction. I gotta survive, hustle or die, so I cash up. Now the part of growing up is a hard one. We're losing compassion, man. Look how we use guns. It's funny how we're spending money to the wrong cause, affording them automatic guns, but can't feed the poor. They treat us like shit. Even shit gets better treatments. For real, I'm exhausted. I'm trapped. The risk of death no longer hold me back, because when the love is gone, you go crazy, step by step. I didn't know, I didn't want to leave the country because I had my friends. I had my school, I was studying law. I had my future over here. But I was asking myself, what can I do? What can I do to change this decision that we have to leave within 8 weeks? And then, suddenly, I remember what my mother told me. If you want something, don't cry. Use everything you got and go for it. So that's what I did. I wrote my story on the paper. And I approached more than 100 people. Probably there are people here I approach. I'm sure of that, because I approach a lot of people, asking them if maybe they can help me. I approached neighbors. I approached friends, journalists, activists, politicians, a lot of people, teachers. Sometimes people would listen to me. Sometimes people will not listen to me. Sometimes the door will remain closed. Sometimes the door will open. And one of the people who opened that door for me was Gerard. Gerard was the director of the law school which I was attending. And Gerard, I went to him, told my story, and asked him one small question. Can you help me? Gerard said, yes, I can. I will do everything possible to help you. So Gerard intervened. And by interference, it led to the interference of others. And at the end, it resulted to us, me, my brother, and my mother, finally having a place to stay, finally having our residence permit to stay. It was a fantastic feeling. It was as if we were liberated. I still can remember it as it was yesterday. And what I learned, additional to what my mother told me, was sometimes you can't do it by yourself. You need the help of others. Because of my experience, I know that I wouldn't be standing here talking to you guys if it wasn't for people like my mother or people like Gerard. You probably also have some person just like Gerard. Because of that, I choose to dedicate my life to a purpose. And my purpose is freedom, equality, and equal opportunity for all. Because I believe that we are all born equally in right and dignity. Therefore, it shouldn't matter who you are. It shouldn't matter where you are born. It shouldn't matter what sexual orientation you have. It shouldn't matter what religion you have. Everyone is entitled to a future. So, 4 years
ago, I became a member of council. I became a member of council and I used these principles, which I just told you, to guide me as a politician. We had an issue on illegal migrants 3 years ago. And the national government, who's normally competent for this issue, they couldn't deport the people, but they also wouldn't give them a status so they can stay here in the country. And we, as local government, we were confronted with all these people, because these people, they can't work, these people can travel, and because of that, they don't have a food, and sometimes they have to sleep on the street. So we were confronted with these issues. We couldn't look away. We had to act. And we said to ourselves, listen, we can do everything we got to solve this problem. And we gathered together all parties, left wing, right wing, socialists, liberals, the Greens, conservatives, progressive parties. We gathered together and we made a plan based on the principle of human dignity and equal opportunity for all. We came together and we made this plan. We said, let's provide those people they need, including illegal migrants, with bed, bath, bread, and support towards a sustainable solution. A future which means either they can stay here or either they can go back to their country, but not the in-between. And I'm proud that in my city of Eindhoven, that we did this together. So my idea, worth spreading, is the words which my mother gave me. If you want something, don't cry. Use everything you got and go for it. What does that mean? It means that if you have muscles, well, use your muscles. If you have humor, use your humor. If you have brains, use your brains. And if you can talk, well, talk. And if you have imagination, use your imagination. This is how, together, we can build the unthinkable. This is how, together, we can build tomorrow. I would like to end my talk with the words of my mother. If you want to achieve something, use everything you got. Go for it. And Mom, thank you. Because of you, I'm fighting for a better future. Because of you, I dedicate my life to a purpose. Freedom, equality, and equal opportunity for all. Thank you.